Have you ever been in a situation where the society is forcing you to do one thing and your heart is telling you to do another, especially when it is about pursuing your dream? But you are tired because of the fact that you have to take up a job which you have less passion for just to meet up with your societal and obligational responsibilities. Then you are not alone, because this video is for you. I'll be taking you through my checklist of how I plan to quit my 9-to-5 job and start up my own business, thereby achieving my dream of financial freedom. Also stick around, because I'll be giving you tips of how to manage your mental and psychological stress of doing 9-to-5 job that you hate. Let's get right into it. 9-to-5 job has never been for me. Whenever it's a Friday evening, I am usually the most happiest person on earth. But the reverse is the case on Sunday evenings. And this is the reason why I've thought about starting up my own business. And here is the checklist which I've written down that is going to help me accomplish that without having to go through too much stress. So the first thing on my list is learning a new high income skill. I'm a digital marketer and I also want to start up my brand. But before I get there, that takes a lot of time though. I guess most of you who are digital marketers also will understand what the phases you need to go through before owning your own brand. So that was why I thought about getting another high income skill. Giving it much thought, as the reason for going into that second skill is purely because of the money. So this is why it tops my list, because I need to have another skill who can fetch you income. So this is the reason why I need to learn a new digital skill. Second thing on my list is building an emergency fund. Well, this is highly underrated by most people who want to go into starting their own business while they are doing their 9-to-5. Some just wake up one morning and just go and submit their resignation letter. Well, to me, I feel that's not the best way to go around it. I believe that for you to even think of submitting a resignation letter, you should have a plan B that will sort out your financial needs over a period of at least 3 to 6 months. So I know this is tough, especially in a place like Nigeria where our currency is low and the inflation rate is very high. But still, even out of that little you're earning, sometimes we just have to do more and sacrifice some of our wants in order to get our dreams fulfilled in time. So that's why I have on my checklist to build an emergency fund that is going to finance at least my basic needs for a period of 3 to 6 months. Now, to achieve this, I will need an accountability partner. If you have the opportunity to build an emergency fund through the help of an accountability partner, you can share your thoughts with our community so that those who want to also save up will know how to go about getting an accountability partner, because I need someone who will be able to keep me on my toes as to
if I remember our plan, this is what you want to save for. Hope you saved first before trying to spend or trying to meet up your other wants or getting other ones.
And so when you have someone like this, you have the kind of assurance that you are never going to make the mistake of using your funds that you're supposed to save to go for a want that you don't really need at that particular time. Alright, the third thing on my list is starting a side hustle. Although I don't like using the word hustle, because I feel a side business is better to be used in this context, because when you call it a hustle, your psychology actually makes you to take that business as a fallback. But that's not what I want for myself. I want that hustle to turn into my major business. So that's why I use the term starting a side business. I've done some research and I've done some digging out, which I've even created a video about 5 rare business ideas to start with. But I would love to also go digital, because I need a skill that will also give me time, to focus on my 9-to-5, because that is still where my major source of income is coming in from. Starting a side business is something I really love, and that is one of the reasons why I feel that everyone who is planning to leave their 9-to-5 should start a side business. The number 4 thing that's on my list is choosing a mentor. This has been a tough one for me because I've seen like 2 or 3 people that have really resonated with their content, especially on YouTube. I have been watching content of Modern Millie and also Jade Bison. Shout out to you guys. And I've really learned quite a lot of things from them. I think I've even joined Jade Bison's membership. She's quite a good mentor if you want to go into the space of digital marketing. Also, Modern Millie is another person that will also help you build your social media influencing portfolio. The fourth thing on my list is scaling the business by creating a business model. Most companies that you see that are thriving today have what they call a business model, and this I've read in quite a number of books that once you have a system for your business, this business can operate even while you are not there. That sounds more or less like passive income, which is something I really love. I love that too much because I feel that for someone to say he's financially free, that person should have a business that is running for him with or without his physical presence. So that is the kind of business I would like to have in the nearest future. Yeah, the sixth thing on my list, which is very significant, is appraisals. I will be running a 3 months appraisal till I achieve my whole dream. This will help me keep myself in check and on track, so that I don't slack behind, and I take up this challenge very seriously. So guys, if you want to encourage me through this scary journey of quitting my 9 to 5 job, hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as this will tell the algorithm that the content is actually valuable, and who knows, it might get through to someone who's also thinking towards the same direction as most of us in this community, because we know in this community our aim is to achieve financial freedom by looking into businesses, side hustles, digital skills, and it's open to all, both young, old and middle aged. The seventh thing on my list is setting a milestone and hitting that milestone. This is something that will be coming while I'm doing my appraisals, because I would love to definitely set milestones that I will want to keep and make sure I achieve those milestones. I will be setting different milestones for my business, so that once I achieve those milestones, I will definitely share it with the community. You know, I love you guys so much, because I know that you guys have been encouraging me. The need for certain milestones is so that I will be able to be accountable, especially even to myself, and also possibly an accountability partner on this journey. After that, it comes to the big thing in question, which is quitting my job. This, I don't know how it's going to be, and I don't want to even think about this because I'm nowhere near there right now. But without wasting much time, as promised, here are some tips that I use personally to overcome the psychological stress of working in a 9 to 5 job that you don't have much passion for. If you are still watching this video up till this moment and you are yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Please do well to hit that subscription button. Alright, so moving on to the tips for management of psychological stress. Number 1 is every morning, as soon as you wake up, always wake up with a positive energy. Always reminisce on your future self in the next 2 to 3 years. Think about the happy things that you'll be doing. Think about how you'll be traveling, how you'll be free, how you will not need to wake up on at exactly 8 o'clock or wake up at exactly 6 o'clock. You will not have to stay idle in the office just because you are waiting for 5 p.m. even while you have done your day's tasks. So you think of all those things, and it is going to give you positive vibes for that day. Then tip number 2 is, no matter how stressful the day gets, always remember that it can only get better. That is what should be at the back of your mind. And no matter how the stress, at the very tail end, since you have a plan and you have a goal, once you achieve that goal, all this stress will definitely die off alongside the job when you are done, when you have left it. So always give yourself that reminder whenever things are getting a bit difficult and stressful for you while at work. Another very important thing to dedicate your time with is to always think about the business that you're doing. Think about positive ideas that you can add to it that can give and produce positive results. You might even have better ideas that you can add up, that you can add to your business, that will make, that you did not even think about while you were starting this journey. You understand? So please do try as much as possible to always give thoughts to your business, because every CEO will always think of his business, whether consciously or subconsciously. Then the last thing on my list is try to watch the YouTube videos or read the materials of your mentors. If you do this, you see that there will be tips. Even they too once had a 9 to 5 job, so they will also give you tips on how they manage theirs. And who knows, what works for them might work for you, although not in all cases, but most times it does. So if you have stayed to this point in this video, I really appreciate you. I thank you so much for watching. So in my next episode, I will be talking about my journey so far. If you want to know how my journey so far, do hit the subscribe button so that as soon as that video drops, you will be the first to know. That being said, if you are also on this journey and you are looking to start a business or a side hustle, click this video which talks about 5 rare business ideas that are less talked about. Do stay alive, and remember, always start now.